Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Summer is coming to an end, and I'm really excited to be getting into fall, mostly because I'm ready to start wearing my heavy hitting fragrances. And so today I want to talk about my current favorite fall fragrances. I'm not gonna do too much rambling in this video. We're gonna get right into it, starting with Burberry Her Intense. When I tell you guys that I am obsessed with this fragrance, but it's discontinued, unfortunately. So I bought it. I had been putting off purchasing this fragrance up until I found out it was being discontinued, and I went ahead and purchased it, complete blind buy. But all the reviews that I saw and watched and read said that this was an amazing fragrance, and they did not lie. So when I heard that it was being discontinued, I bought this bottle. This is 3.3 ounce, and no, this is the 1.6 ounce. So I bought the 1.6 ounce, and then I have a 3 ounce backup of this in my collection. So a little bit about this fragrance while I'm getting my phone together, because my notes are on my phone. This fragrance was created by Maison Francis Giorgio. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering his name, but I'll figure out the correct pronunciation at some point. However, so the notes for this fragrance. So I'm about to double check this, but Fragrantica has the notes listed as red fruits, blackberry, jasmine, and benzoin. Benzoin, if you watched any of my previous videos, it is one of my top favorite notes. The base of this is benzoin, so that tracks. Okay, so the Burberry site has blackberry, jasmine, and benzoin in the product details. So I'm thinking Fragrantica is on the right track. But yeah, this fragrance is it's definitely intense. It's warm, it's intoxicating, it's perfect for fall because the cooler weather, I'm not gonna say cold, but the cooler weather definitely sets this off. I think this fragrance is like the perfect transition from summer to fall, because the benzoin, like, it makes this fragrance warm, which isn't too much for summer but also is perfect for fall. And also the berries in it, and it makes it sweeter and fruitier, which is perfect for summer, of course, but also is just right for fall. Again, this is discontinued, but if you can find it, I know Mercari, there's a lot of them on Mercari, but they're like, the prices are jacked up. I should have got a second backup bottle before they went to over 150, but whatever. Yeah, definitely recommend this if you can get your hands on it. Possibly my top favorite Burberry fragrance. I'm not a huge fan of Burberry, but they did amazing with this one. To keep it going with designer fragrances, I want to talk about C Intense by Giorgio Armani. This is another benzoin fragrance. Like, I'm going to read the notes to you in just a moment, but I bought this before I bought Burberry Her Intense, and it gives me similar vibes. This one is a bit more fruitier, especially during the opening. The dry down is when this gets a lot warmer and that benzoin really shines. This is a very fruity, floral, really ambery fragrance. The amber is coming from the benzoin. There's no amber actually in it. The first initial spray of this is like a fruity amber blast, and then as it dries down, all you get is the benzoin and the patchouli. Top notes are the blackcurrant syrup. Middle notes are Turkish rose and Savannah, and the base notes are benzoin and patchouli. Literally, once it dries down, all you get is the benzoin and the patchouli. Well, for me personally, I actually haven't sprayed this in a while because it's a bit much for the summer. Yeah. I really, really, really like this. And I also think this is like the perfect, it's a perfect transition fragrance from summer to fall. You can find this on Sephora's website. You should still be able to find this on the Giorgio Armani website, Macy's, Nordstrom, maybe Neiman. But definitely a very beautiful fragrance. It's, again, like I said, fruitier than Burberry Her Intense, but definitely in the same family. I think it is a beautiful fragrance. And I'm really, really excited to start wearing it again myself. Ragba by Lattafa. Now, I wanted to do, and I am going to still do, a full like Lattafa video, Arabian fragrance video, because for those who don't know, Arabian fragrances are a beast. Like, they compete, they can compete, and they do compete with niche and designer fragrances. Yeah, so this was actually the first Lattafa fragrance that I purchased, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, I did not like it. But this was when I was first getting into my fragrance journey, and my nose wasn't as mature or developed as it is now, and I still have some things that I'm working through when it comes to my nose, because I've been revisiting older fragrances that I haven't smelled in a while, and they've completely changed. So this one is one of those, because I did purchase this in 2021, I think. I purchased this in 2021, so I've had it for 2 years. And I think I wore it once when I first got it, and I revisited it every couple of months and just did not feel the need to wear it. But now I'm absolutely in love with it. So when I was doing my research on this fragrance before I purchased, I saw all of the reviews saying that it was like a sweet, sugary, like cinnamon cookie or dessert, and I got it. When I got it, I was like they mentioned vanilla, and I was like, where is the vanilla? Because all I was getting was the incense in it. All I was getting was incense. Like, that is it. But now I definitely get the sweetness of it. So the notes are vanilla, sugar, agar wood or oud, incense, sandalwood, and musk. Literally, I kid you not, the first time that when I first got it and smelled it, all I smelled was the incense. I smelled nothing else. But now I get the sugar, I get the oud. Got my tester strip here. The incense is not as strong as it was at first, for me at least, personally. So I don't know if I didn't know how to appreciate this at first, but this is definitely like I'm getting cookie now, like I'm getting sweet dessert. The sandalwood is not that strong, but like all of it mixes so well. This is such a beautiful fragrance. For those who are getting into Arabian fragrances, now Arabian fragrances, they're known for incense, oud, the smokiness of them, but there are a lot of fragrances that are not as, like, they don't include or involve oud and incense. But I think that for those who do appreciate those notes and fragrances, this would be a must-have or need in your collection. This was pretty cheap. I think I got this for $30, if that, on Amazon. I'm pretty sure at that time the price was skyrocketing, because you know, once things start to go viral, sellers and shop owners hike up the prices. But you can definitely find this, or even the smaller version of this, on Triple Traders. It's a very comforting, smooth vanilla fragrance. I think it's a well-rounded fragrance, considering the fact that it involves oud and incense. But definitely a very, very, very beautiful and warm fragrance for the fall and winter. I think it's okay in the spring. Summer might be a bit much because of it's pretty strong. It's not strong, but it's strong enough. So I think it would be a bit much for the summer, but I mean, to each his own. I am one of those people that will wear what I want when I want, unless it's going to kill me and the other people around me. Which brings me actually to my next fragrance, which is a new fragrance in my collection. Something that I've wanted forever, but I could not find it cheaper, and I was not about to pay a retail price for it. And it was literally sold out everywhere below retail for a very long time because it went viral. You guys know what happens when fragrances go viral. So the fragrance that I am talking about is Montel Paris Arabians Tonka. Now this I have heard so much about. Like, the reviews on this have had me obsessed with getting this fragrance. Some people say that it is reminiscent of BR540. They say the same about Burberry Her Intense, which I didn't mention, but I don't see it with Burberry, and I'm not sure I see it with Arabians Tonka either. So Arabians Tonka, this is more so like an Arabian fragrance. This is, if you were to say Arabian fragrance, this is what immediately pops into my head. So I am still deciding on this fragrance. I want to read you the notes before I go into how I feel about the fragrance. The top notes are saffron and bergamot. Middle notes are agar wood, aka oud, Bulgarian rose. Base notes are tonka bean, sugar cane, amber, white musk, and oak moss. Now, I've sprayed this before, like just before bed, and I was trying to figure out like how I felt about it. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, all I'm getting from this is oud and rose. The tonka bean I'm not getting, the sugar cane I'm not getting. I get the amber for sure. I smell a bit of the saffron. I'm definitely getting the rose, but like the tonka bean and sugar cane, I'm searching for it and I'm not finding it. I'm guessing this is going to be like, because I do love this fragrance. I love what I'm getting now, but I would like to get the full fragrance. I like to break down and smell each note in a fragrance. I'm hoping this is just something that I'm gonna have to revisit and get used to, because while I do love it, I think that it's similar to Rockbot, where it was something that I did like, I did enjoy, but I wasn't getting what everyone else was getting. So I'm hoping that just letting it sit some. It's still technically summer, so I should try it. I'm gonna try this when fall actually hits and do a full wear of it. In the meantime, I'm wearing it to bed. I would definitely recommend, even just from what I'm getting now, I would recommend. So the next fragrance that I want to talk about is another MFK fragrance, and it is Grand Soir or Grand Soiree. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'll figure it out one of these days. Well, this is the perfect fall and winter fragrance. Like, this is something you probably shouldn't and can't wear in the spring and summer, because, well, the summer for sure, because it's so strong. It's very ambery, but it's like the perfect amber fragrance. And so the notes for this are amber, vanilla, CM benzoin, tonka bean, Spanish labdanum, and lavender. Lavender is actually really interesting because I don't get that at all. So if you're an amber lover, definitely recommend this. Very, very, very beautiful fragrance. Heavy hitting, perfect for fall. That was it for today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one.